It was a day of strategic reinforcement as the Ondo State government handed over a fleet of brand new Toyota Hilux vehicles to various security agencies operating across the state. The vehicles were formally presented to the heads of the police, military, Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, Department of State Services, and the Amotekun Corps, a critical step in strengthening inter-agency operations. Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa reaffirmed his administration's unwavering commitment to safeguarding lives and property. He described security as a sacred trust and a fundamental pillar of his development agenda for the state. He emphasized the importance of synergy among security stakeholders and called for sustained collaboration across all formations.
As the governor of this great state, I have consistently emphasized the need for synergy among security stakeholders, as it is in my firm belief that this remains a major step towards adequately confronting our security challenges. Therefore, I wish to solicit continued collaboration among all the security agencies in the state. It is no coincidence that our administration's agenda, which is our ease, prioritizes the security of lives and property, and this initiative is a testament to our dedication to supporting our security agencies and essentially walking the talk.
According to the governor, the donation is not just symbolic, but a strategic investment aimed at boosting the capacity of security operatives to respond swiftly to emergencies and combat crime effectively. He also used the occasion to thank security agencies for their dedication and sacrifice in maintaining peace across the state.
The security of lives and properties is a sacred trust, and I am proud to say that our security agencies have been steadfast in their duty to protect our people. Now, these very high-grade Toyota Hilux vehicle will undoubtedly enhance their capacity to respond swiftly to security challenges and keep our state safe. Our administration, since assumption of office, has not shied away from adequately discharging our sacred responsibility of providing our security agencies with necessary logistics and tools towards securing our people.
The Secretary to the State's government, Dr. Taiwo Fashoranti, assured the agencies of the government unflinching support and cooperation going forward.
The government is also interested in sustaining a sense of heightened security alertness while promoting orderliness and safety in our state.
Representatives of the various security agencies expressed appreciation to Governor Aiyedatiwa for his timely intervention. With security still posing a major challenge across many parts of Nigeria, Ondo State's continued investment in security infrastructure stands out as a model of proactive governance and strategic engagement in crime prevention.
Still on security, but at the national scene, the Minister of Defense, Badar Abubakar, has revealed that Nigeria is steadily moving from dependence on foreign military procurement to local production. The minister said the shift to local production marks significant stride towards the self-reliance for enhanced national security. Badaru, who highlighted President Bola Tinubu's commitment to transforming Nigeria's defense capabilities, noted the recent signing of the Defense Industries Corporation of Nigeria bill into law. The minister commended the armed forces for their initiative and emphasized the critical roles of training, research, development, and innovation in achieving operational excellence. In the meantime, the federal government has ordered immediate vulnerability assessment of its custodial facilities for quick remedial actions. Controller General of the Correctional Services, Sylvester Ndidi Mwakuche, made this known at an emergency virtual meeting with all zonal coordinators, commandants of training colleges, schools, and state command controllers. In a statement by the spokesperson of the service, DCC Abubakar Umar, said the meeting was convened to outline security ahead of the festivities and activate proactive measures to mitigate security breaches to facilities across the country. The Controller General, while addressing the senior officers, issued a stern directive to them to either secure custodial facilities or face the consequences. Away from security, the Election Petition Tribunal has dismissed the 2024 Ondo State Election Petition Tribunal has upheld the election of Lucky Aiyedatiwa of the APC as validly elected governor of the state. Subsequently, the tribunal dismissed the petitions filed by the PDP and its governorship candidate, Honorable Agbola Ajayi, for lacking in merit, while the court also dismissed the petition filed by the Allied People's Movement APM and the Social Democratic Party SDP, challenging the victory of Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa in the November 16, 2024 governorship election in Ondo State. The tribunal said Agbola failed to prove the case of academic certificate forgery against the Aiyedatiwa's running mate Olaide Adelami, while he also failed to prove the case of overvoting during the election. Meanwhile, the Election Petition Tribunal had dismissed the petitions filed by the Allied People's Movement APM and the Social Democratic Party SDP, challenging the victory of Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa in the November 16, 2024 governorship election in Ondo State. Governor Aiyedatiwa, the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC, and the All Progressives Congress APC were all listed as respondents in the cases brought by the APM and SDP candidates. The tribunal, in its ruling on the APM's petition, found that the case lacked material facts and was not supported by credible evidence. Justice Benson Ogbubu, who read the lead judgment, stated that the allegations of voting without accreditation, overvoting, corrupt practices, and substantial non-compliance with the Electoral Act were not backed by any verifiable facts. The case was subsequently dismissed with an order for parties to bear their respective costs. The tribunal also dismissed the petition filed by the SDP, represented by its counsel Prince Adewale Adebayo, who alleged discrepancies in vote entries in Form EC 8A, overvoting and non-compliance with the Electoral Act. Respondent Chief Wole Olanipekun SAN, counsel to the respondents, urged the tribunal to dismiss the petition for lacking substance. In its judgment, the tribunal ruled that the SDP's case lacked merit and failed to provide the required material facts. It said the petition was based on speculation and not supported by concrete evidence, emphasizing that reliefs cannot be granted on the basis of hearsay, propaganda, or emotions. The tribunal dismissed the SDP's petition as baseless and a waste of judicial time. Edo State government has confirmed an outbreak of diphtheria with 2 fatalities. The State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Cyril Shomole, revealed this in Benin, the state capital, during an emergency response meeting. The announcement followed confirmation from the University of Benin Teaching Hospital of 5 diphtheria cases, including the 2 deaths recorded. Shomole, who warned of the infection's potential severity if not treated quickly, described diphtheria as contagious bacterial infection affecting the nose and throat that could cause severe complications or death. He outlined key strategies, including deploying a rapid response team, improving coordination, and boosting surveillance and contact tracing. You're watching the news at 7. We'll go this break. When we return, we'll serve you more stories. Please stay with us. You're welcome back. It's still the news at 7. You can watch us live on our website, www.osrc.ng, or follow us on Facebook at OSRC TV. And on YouTube, you can subscribe to our channel, OSRC TV Ondo. Now to the rest of the bulletin. Ondo State Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa has described the dualization of the Akungba-Ikare Road as a major step towards infrastructure development and improved public safety. Speaking at the flag-off ceremony in Akungba-Akoko, the governor said the project is a reflection of his administration's commitment to meaningful governance and better living standards. Government House correspondent Wahab Bankole reports.
This Akungba-Ikare Road for too long has been a silent bottleneck, a source of daily frustration, and sadly, a scene of too many unfortunate accidents and incidents. It is not just a road. It is a daily challenge that has tested the patience and resilience of our people. Understanding these daily struggles, this dualization project emerges as a compassionate, strategic imperative conceived by our administration. It is our proactive measure to alleviate these burdens, enhance safety for everyone, especially our students and pedestrians, and dramatically improve the efficiency and economic flow of this vital link.
I hereby flag off these Akungba-Ikare-Akoko dualization in the name of the Father, of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.
We'll now take you back to the story where the 2024 Ondo State Election Petition Tribunal has upheld the election of Lucky Aiyedatiwa of the APC as validly elected governor of the state. Subsequently, the tribunal dismissed the petitions filed by the PDP and its governorship candidate, Honorable Agbola Ajayi, for lacking in merit, while the court also dismissed the petitions filed by the Allied People's Movement APM and the Social Democratic Party SDP, challenging the victory of Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa in the November 16, 2024 governorship election in Ondo State. The tribunal said Agbola failed to prove the case of academic certificate forgery against the Aiyedatiwa's running mate, Olaide Adelami, while he also failed to prove the case of overvoting during the election.
So I'm so delighted and happy, myself and my deputy and the chairman of our party of the Progressive Congress. We thank God for my speakers, for them to come and join us since they have intention of contributing to the development of the state. That they can join us in their ideas that they have, they can bring it on board so that we can.
Now, it is 100 days since Lucky Orimisan Aiyedatiwa was sworn in as governor of Ondo State. Already, his administration is drawing attention to one major achievement, which is job creation. From education to youth empowerment and agriculture, the governor has unveiled several initiatives aimed at reducing unemployment and stimulating Ondo State's economy. Our correspondent Kunle Ario reports.
Ondo State, like the rest of Nigeria, has struggled with unemployment, especially among youth and women. The challenge of creating sustainable jobs had remained top priority of successive governments. When Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa assumed office earlier this year, expectations were high that his administration would tackle the issue headlong. In his first 100 days, he appeared to be doing just that, making job creation a central focus of governance. In the education sector, over 2,000 new teachers are being recruited, starting with 1,000 secondary school teachers already approved for employment, to be followed by over 1,000 primary school teachers. The State Internal Revenue Service has been revitalized, with 165 successful candidates recently receiving employment letters following due diligence and rigorous selection process. In its health program, more than 200 young professionals have been engaged by the Aiyedatiwa government, reinforcing the state's commitment to youth inclusion in public service. Under the ONDIA, My Idea 2.0 initiative, 20 young entrepreneurs received a combined grant of 3 million naira to support innovative startups. Women have also been placed in the heart of the administration's empowerment agenda. Through the Odatiwa Women Initiative grant, 1,000 low-income women have received business funding for financial independence. Elsewhere, the governor's Our East agenda aims to equip more than 1,000 women and youth with training, tools and financing to boost food production and promote self-employment in agriculture, with investment in digital skills training and significant increase in the state's internally generated revenue.
Those state women have always been industrious, so we have no doubt that they understand how valuable these items are. So our words of encouragement to them is to keep all of these things and use it for their farm. We encourage most of our farmers, even before distributing items to them, not to sell them. In fact, we keep a tab on them to ensure they make judicious use of all these items that have been donated by Her Excellency under the Renewed Hope Initiative.
In no distant time, food prices will drop very drastically, because where you see our women producing plenty food and the youth, I mean, let's get back to the farm, because it's a time for us to start growing what we eat. So it's a good one for us, and this is a great assistance. So with this one now, you can be sure that things will get better.
They help us in carrying inputs and produce from one point to the other.
The administration saying it is laying the groundwork for a more self-sufficient economy as the Aiyedatiwa administration moves beyond the 100-day milestone. Hope remains high, and for many in Ondo State, this early win offers a beacon of brighter days ahead. Kunle Aruyo, OSRC News.
The leadership of Aye community in a federal local government area has received the certificate of approval and takeover letter from the government for the community's first secondary school. The Alaye Oba Peter Adeleye accepted the certificate on behalf of the community, expressing his commitment to continually improving and innovating to ensure that the school meets high educational standards. Omarala Ubenji has details.
Aye Comprehensive High School in Aye was established on September 18, 2023 through the sponsorship of the community and various partners aimed at improving the educational standards within the community. 2 years later, responding to the community's persistent demand, the Ondo State government has taken over full management of the school, including its infrastructure, staff, and necessary facilities. Representing the Ministry of Education, Science and Technology, Director of Planning, Research and Statistics, Folorunsho Omoluwa, congratulated the community for their effort in elevating the school's standards to meet government requirements. He confirmed that the state government is now fully responsible for the school's administration.
The purpose of taking over is not far-fetched. Is to improve the quality of education in this kingdom, and to enhance infrastructure and facility, to increase access to resources and opportunities.
The Alaye of Aye, Oba Peter Adeleye, attributed the success to the hard work, dedication, and the collective commitment of the community to providing quality education. He pledged to work closely with his people to uphold the values symbolized by the government's takeover and to maintain the school as a beacon of learning, growth, and integrity.
My message to the all students is that they have to be focused. You understand? They have to be focused and diligent with what they are doing. So that that is the joy. And also advise them, thanks to time, that want to be a good student. Understand? You have to be concentrate. Understand? And you have to be a good listener.
Chairman of the school's governing council, Peter Paul, along with other partners and visiting traditional rulers, described the government's intervention as timely and crucial for advancing education in the area.
My brother has put much effort, starting from the establishment of this school. Challenges are numerous, but we are able to surmount it.
Also encouraging the government to pay more attention to the education and ensure that the student has reason to really come to school.
The school principal, Adeoye Otaki, and students expressed their happiness over the government's gesture and appealed for the absorption of the school's personnel into the government payroll.
I sincerely crave the indulgence of our governor through the Commissioner of Education to absorb the pioneer teachers and non-teachers and the vice principal to compensate them for their unflinching support that led to the success now accomplished.
Currently, a comprehensive high school has 48 students ranging from Junior Secondary School 1, GSS 1, to Senior Secondary School 1, SS1, supported by 6 teaching staff and 3 non-teaching staff, along with facilities that have attracted government attention. Omoriola Hungbeji, OSRC News.
Moving on now to the foreign scene, artificial intelligence AI is taking center stage at an exposition in Washington, D.C., where the focus is on how AI can be integrated into weapon systems to revolutionize modern warfare. Organizers claim this technological advancement will pave the way for a safer, more efficient future. Kemisala Ojomo has the report.
The main focus of the AI Plus Expo in Washington, D.C. is integrating artificial intelligence into weapon systems for use by the West militaries. Organizers of this joint competition had recreated a landscape of blown-out windows and the odd tank, for example. Their message is that the U.S. drone industry is falling behind its adversaries, particularly China, in integrating AI.
To help illustrate how far behind the American manufacturing line is and where we need to go.
Uniformed personnel can be seen throughout the exhibition hall. A massive inflatable marine dominates. It is clear that the U.S. military is excited by the promises being made by weapons manufacturers and technology companies about the future streamlining of killing.
All of these people here, they're talking about innovation for genocide.
Protesters have repeatedly disrupted the seminars here in an attempt to reveal the gruesome reality behind the often euphemistic talk of the automatic. Target recognition and object detection and international organizations such as the Red Cross are here warning about the potential dangers that are being unleashed. The CRC says technology companies need to be reminded that they are bound by existing international humanitarian law as they tout the latest and automated decision-making about who or what is a target.
If certain technologies are impacting civilian populations, critical infrastructure like medical, water, electricity, it's going to be absolutely imperative that these technologies are being used safely in armed conflict in accordance with international humanitarian law.
One of the main sponsors of the expo is Palantir, infamously providing the Israeli military with targeting technology for use in the Gaza genocide curiosity for an expo that it is sponsoring. Washington, D.C. is the center of the U.S. military-industrial complex, so it is no surprise that the focus of this exhibition is killing adversaries as efficiently as possible using artificial intelligence. Kemisola Ojomu, OSRC News.
In the meantime, efforts to get aid into the region have turned into chaos, and for the third day in a row, dozens of Palestinians have reportedly been shot dead while attempting to access basic supplies. The IDF military group has admitted opening fire, claiming that some suspects continue to advance towards the troops in a threatening manner after warning shots were fired. Wura Olami Olanikpekun has details.
This is the daily humiliating dawn trek just to eat. People scavenge for anything they can find amongst the boxes of aid in one of the distribution hubs, and it has become a lethal gauntlet. The effort to get aid into Gaza has turned into chaos. The Israeli-backed aid stations run by private contractors have become an uncontrolled frenzy. And for the third day in a row, dozens of Palestinians were shot dead as they went to get food.
We were out bringing bread about 1.5 kilometers away from the Israeli tanks. We were surprised that shots and shelling were being fired at us. Everyone fell on the ground and people were stepping on dead bodies. It's not normal. The enemy is not normal. I was on the way at 3:30 in the morning. There was a shooting and I laid down. I don't know how the bullet hit my head. This is what happened to me. I don't know.
The IDF has admitted opening fire after some suspects had moved towards them. They say they have deviated from a designated route.
The Israeli army, they issued warning shots in the air, and still some of these suspects continued to advance towards the troops in a threatening manner.
Many of the patients were taken to Nasser Hospital in Khan Yunis. This man had been shot in the neck. There was no space for him in the emergency department. All the beds were already full. Everywhere they were walking wounded with blood on their clothes from bullet holes. Israel says that the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation is working. International aid organizations all say it isn't.
Many children are sharing with us now that they wish to be dead, that they don't want to be here anymore. They want to be with their mothers or fathers who've died. They want to go to paradise or heaven where there is food and water. And this is absolutely desperate for this generation of children who see no hope. They see no...
The United Nations has said the attacks on civilians going to get aid could be a war crime. The Israeli government says the aid hubs were working well, and the IDF has said it's expanding the military operation to control the whole of Gaza.
We are doing everything we can in order to allow for this food to be distributed in an organised fashion and to make sure that the aid does not reach the hands of Hamas.
The two aid hubs that are open are in the very south of Gaza. The walk to get there is many kilometers in the hours before sunrise, and it is first come, first served, the survival of the fittest in a place where almost everybody is already starving. Wura Olami Olanikpekun, OSRC News.
To round off the news at 7, here again is the major highlight. We told you that Governor Aiyedatiwa has distributed 50 operational vehicles to security agencies in Ondo State for enhanced performance, public safety. And that's it on the news at 7. Thank you very much for being a part of it. Good evening.
Jungle.